Well, all right. Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Forge 2.0. I'm your host, the Wild Man. Happy Monday, everybody. How you feeling? How was this weekend? Did you get a lot accomplished? Yes, no, maybe so. Did you embrace any pain you might have went through, knowing that it's going to forge a stronger version, that it's not going to break you down unless you let it, that it's only going to make you stronger, that you're going to use that as fuel to push you past any limitations you might have come across, right? Anything you might have come across that that might have stopped you. Sorry, I got something on my. I don't know if I was bit. You know how you get a bite or something like that. You don't know if you were bit or how it happened. If you got stung, I don't know. Mosquitoes. It's too early for mosquitoes. At least I haven't seen any. I don't think. Yeah, maybe one, right? Did we focus on goals, not the obstacles that we had this weekend? I come across a few things. Oh, I'm in the process of building a few planners. Was looking at it going, man, I'm going to have to buy some more of this, not realizing I had another sheet on the other part of the house. So, anywho, I got that done. I did get some more reading done. I did go through a few master classes, a couple of e-commerce classes. I honestly, I did not completely understand the e-commerce, but then again, I'm a kind of show me how to do it, don't tell me how to do it. I'm a visual learner, right? A lot of us out there, as I was getting out of high school, they were finally coming to grips that people don't all learn from, oh, read this book, memorize this crap, and then take a test. We need visuals. Give me a, give me a picture, all right? Something that I can graft to my memory. Words, not so much, for the most part, you know? But visual, that I can sink my teeth in, right? Did you attempt to surround yourself with people who challenge you to be better? I know that's always a thing, making sure that we have the courage, I would say, to be surrounded by people that push us to be better, to want expect more from ourselves. You know what I mean? It's I know it's a shame. It really is. It really is. Since the only I've been looking around for to see if anybody else has from other countries will have the courage to tell me that or what countries they're from, right? So far, I'm still at 101. Oh, like I said, always pushing for more, but 101 is a good place to be right now. But no, I've been enjoying it. Good things here and there. I found a chessboard that I am going to do just a light sand over, and then maybe a restain, make it a little darker. But I gotta fix a little part in the drawers. I've got to buy some hardware for the drawers. I might have to take the existing hardware off because one of the drawers is missing a little handle, little piece that hangs off of it so you can open it. I'll change it up, give it a little nicer tone, right? And there you go. Got some good things happening. Got a full size. I think I'm going to do a table out of it. It's probably about, so that wide, probably about a foot and a half, almost, probably about 18 to 22 inches, we'll say. Wide, deep. Oh, so I'm gonna be having that as my table. I'm gonna have to move this item, and then I got right here. at least until I'm able to find a studio slash workshop for all the woodworking that I do want to do and the pieces that I'm looking at. I'm just going, this is fantastic. There's other things that I'm looking into doing. I'm not going to tell you what they are because honestly, I want to be the one to bring it out, and I don't want to give ideas, great ideas, out to people that maybe have the money to do that stuff right now, and they say, "Oh, I did this," and claim it's all their idea. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? There's been a lot. I've noticed that I've started to see in my feed. Don't tell people what you're doing. Show them. So stop talking about what you're doing. I mean, we know nowadays with people scrambling to get a foothold in life, right? That don't tell all your ideas to people. That's some good. That's a good. That's a good. For lack of a better word, that's a good motto. That's a good idea. That's a strong voice right there. Is to not give people your ideas. Show them. So I'm working on a few things, as you all know, outside of my clothing line and the shoe thing, right? It's going good. It is going well. It's going very well. I am enjoying it. I'm having a blast. I was talking to somebody. You know what? I don't know where they live. I didn't look into it. It's some business dude who was talking to me about one of the classes or programs that he runs about mentoring or coaching and asked me some things. And my answer got kind of long winded, as a lot of you know I can do from time to time. I can get long winded sometimes. It's just sometimes I it is sometimes like that, long winded answers. But I give you a full and complete answer. So I think it's okay. I did I can honestly say today I got back on the full on fitness path. A lot of you know I've been on it, hit or miss here and there, right? I have been doing it a strong 3 days a week. Strong 3 days. But that's not a lot of days. When there's seven, that leaves four for. So I've recently changed it up. I've been doing it four, right? 4.5. I might do something else on that half a day. This gives me about 4 or 5 days that I'm doing something, right? Good stuff. I was using cinder blocks that I weighed out 49 pounds, 49.6 pounds, 50 pounds, 52 pounds. One I got, I think, out there was like 55. I've been using those. I've got a wooden stick. Put the stick through the cinder block. Was doing curls, 50-pound curls. Hold on. After 4 or 5 sets, let's throw in another one and see. Curling, baby. 100 pounds. Ah! I was loving it. Loving it. Threw some push-ups in there. I like to change up things how I work my muscles just to shock the hell out of them. It works for me. Okay, it does. I have dusted off. I've got my kendo swords back out. I got my bow staff out. The eskrima sticks, I have to get them out of the truck. They're in my truck. Getting back into it, slowly but surely. Getting back to that. Not getting back, waking up the warrior inside. He's been sleeping for a long time. A long, many years. He's been asleep. I did put him to sleep. But it's time, I think it's time to bring him back. Bring it out. It's not that how can I say this? Locked down that side of me. I find it very hard outside of thinking before I react. Not speaking. Speaking, I still don't think before I speak. I just, whatever comes into the mind shoots out of the mouth. But as far as reacting, that's different. That I've got control over. For the most part, I'm saying I'm pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'll say I'm doing well. I don't just react. I don't let the primal side take over, which is always a good thing. Which is I feel a lot of men have an issue with because our first instinct is to protect, to stop. Nothing wrong with that, but sometimes you gotta match. That's might be the bad word. I don't want to use. Well, people said, the wild man said that it's okay to match energy. Match energy, yes. Match ferocity, maybe no. Unless you have cameras, you can get screwed nowadays. They don't want. I don't know. Like I said, we don't do politics here. I'm not sure they want people protecting themselves. Sometimes you have to. Now, I'm not saying unalive anybody, but you protect yourself. You stop someone from hurting you or from hurting somebody else. According to the police department, you are allowed to do that. So I find it funny that a lot of men try to hide that away. Okay. Now, to fit in. And then after years and years and years and years, they become seminars. Now there are the other ones that hide it away because we're afraid. Not of anybody, but we're afraid of what we're going to do. I've run across several, I never thought that I was odd, right? I knew there's got to be people like me somewhere out there. I've run across a few that are indeed like me, that in the area of we only go so far because we're afraid of what we are going to do. So we don't react. We walk away. We take the I guess we try the correct approach first, unless, like I said, and this is all unless as long as hands aren't being thrown or placed on. Okay, you talk it out. You try to compromise, come up with a solution. Use the brain first, like we said. All right, if it comes to this, both sides lose. They really do. Right? So it's important to be able to control yourself, both your civilized and your primal self, and know how to react. Be able to control how you react. Right? Now, sometimes all it takes is just a de escalation. A quiet voice can cut through even the loudest. Ugh. In my experience, I think it can. Now, others can have a different experience in this. So, sorry if you hear that, that's somebody outside blasting their music. Anyhow, going down this path of embracing the warrior that's in each and every one of us, waking it up. Don't put it to sleep. You can use it, right? Remember, a warrior is well rounded, trained in all areas, not just one, because that leaves him open to attack from other directions. So you train in all sides, all avenues that he is approachable or she is approachable. There are female warriors. According to statistics, okay, now this was last year's statistics. Last year, I forget what the numbers were, the exact numbers because it was about 6, 7 months ago. But the majority of hit people, assassins, whatnot, are women because women apparently can get in to do things that men cannot do. The majority, not all of them, but the majority. So you women are just as much as warriors as the men are. Now I've had somebody say, well, sometimes they're even stronger because they've had to push themselves even harder just to get acknowledged. Could very well be. Could very well be. I am not denying the fact. I'm just saying, all of you should be training the warrior within each and every one of you. All of you. All right? You really should. It's important. Because, to be honest, it's a part of you. Why only act like half of the person you are, or a third of the person you are, if you have multiple personalities? Right? Sorry, that's not meant as a joke. But I know they say you got the good and the bad in you. Okay, so there you go. So make sure that they're both fed. Right? The bad wolf doesn't always have to mean that he's the violent one or that's the violent part. That could be that you're colorful. One of my one of my I guess outside of a way my not my dependency, my oh my god, I'm Mingya. I got to start reading other books outside of words. I'm drawing another brain fart. Coping mechanisms. Mingya, one of my coping mechanisms is my PS4, right? I don't play a lot of different games. Couple, two, three here. But I am on Elder Scrolls Online. I get a kick out of it. You're in the medieval times or whenever, pre-medieval times, right? And you're running around. I'm geeking out a little bit because it allows me to just let my mind completely just crash. All right. I don't have to focus really. I mean, yeah, you're on the game, but you're not you're not like focused on things that can harm you or stress you out. Now, my subconscious mind might be working on things. More power to you. Other than when I go to sleep working on things. Maybe I can have a better sleep if my subconscious mind, has already worked through issues. If you've worked through the issues when I'm playing a game, I can go to sleep and just completely bleh. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. This is just what happens in my opinion. If I still feel that I have things I have to work on or fix in my head, it's a restless sleep. But if I jump on my game and I conquer a couple bad guys, stop a king from overthrowing people or killing people or whatnot, right? Or stop some kind of demon from taking over, I feel I could sit there. I put about an hour in, right? A lot of the times I feel like there's nothing else I need to think of outside of monetization of the show. That so far is the only thing that is right outside of my grasp. At the moment, I'm not trying to rush the process. I know it's going to come. I've seen it. I've manifested. It's affirmed, right? I know it's going to happen. Oh, yeah. Right? I know what's going to happen. My time is coming, and I'm going to explode on the scene. I do know. And it's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be people sitting there going, who is this crazy guy? He's got some good points. He's not going back and forth. It's not an arguing thing. He's not trying to, well, why don't we do this? Well, why don't we do this? He's all about forging better versions of each of ourselves. He's trying to help us be better people. Boom. Fantastic. Fantastic. And, if my way that I can reach everybody is on the warrior path, helping people to understand that it's your life, live it how you want to live it. Okay? You should be living it how you want. You should. Where you can actually live. Not where you have to do things maybe you don't like. You shouldn't do that. It should be a life where you're not constantly looking over your shoulder. That's not living. I mean, there are things out there, aspects of life where that might be needed. Paths that you've chosen. Hey, if that's your path, that's your path. All right? Live it to its fullest. If that's your path, live it to its fullest. All right? But as long as you can be honest with yourself, truthful, if you happen to have family, you want your family to be able to look up to you in a positive light, to respect you. Not fear, respect. I know a lot of you out there that will probably stop by and watch a little bit or hear this or hear it from a friend or whatnot. Oh, oh, he's saying this. I'm not saying what you're doing is wrong. I want yous out there to make sure you're living your best life. I understand sometimes you got to do some things to survive. I understand that. But there's always time for you to get out of doing what you're doing. There's always time to change. There's always time for you to be able to just give the reins over to somebody else and go, you know what? I've got to step away. You take it in whatever, direction you want to take it in. I've got to do what's right for me and mine. Now, if they can't accept that, they weren't your friends to begin with. They didn't respect you. They feared you. Like I said, this is just my opinion of things that these aspects of life that I've gone through. Okay. I see it happen. A lot of people who have lived a certain path for a long time and they weren't happy about it as they get seasoned, aging like a fine wine or a liquor, they that regrets kind of sort of not really because they did what they needed to do to survive. But they had, you know what? I would have gone about it a different way. I would have wanted different for my kids. You know what I mean? That's what a few of them that I've been able to talk. That's why I'm not giving any names. I'm not saying anything. Names. I'm not there. But people would want, I would have wanted something. I wanted something different. So I got out. Cool. Awesome. Do your thing. Honestly, a lot of people, I've talked to so many people in my life, names are just gone. It's really the people that are right now in my immediate area. Though I know that it's it is, and it's not them. Then if I were to come back across with people that I've met in the past, hey, wow, man, blah blah blah. Oh my God, man, dude, I haven't seen you in forever. You know what I mean? It'd be cool, but I think everyone is owed, not owned, owed a chance, maybe two, to live their life in the best possible way. To live, not to survive. The majority of us out there are only surviving. Outside, that 1%, most of you are surviving. Most of you have also given up on your dream and you're just content with what you have. Like I said last week, your salary is what they pay you to forget your dreams. It's not cool. Not cool at all. You know, it's real. It's a sham. It's messed up. That's what it is. Okay, it really is. It is messed up. It blows my mind, honestly. You know, it does, and it's a shame. I have ideas for now. This is off branch. This you know what I did? I started going and going and going. This morning's episode is officially titled "You." All of you. The best you. Honestly. Yeah, I like to talk. But I'm doing this because I like to motivate people. I like to inspire. I want you all out there to live your best life. The life where you're living, not surviving, living. Okay? I came across a lot this weekend, as you all know. I try to come up with a topic each episode. Outside of Wednesday and Friday, because there are a few lost episodes that I have that are recorded that I haven't gotten to go out. I kind of screwed myself. You know what I mean? When I got sick, when I got COVID last year. Yes, last year. It got me. But I'm bringing them out now. Like I said, I did apologize because I hit a button and I completely think that they are out of whack. That's why I'm just putting in lost episodes. I've already apologized. I put a thing out, saying I'm sorry. I hit a thing. I don't know what happened. I pressed the button. I pressed the thing, and I watched them just go outside of the last like six. Think that the last 4 to 6 new episodes on Mondays that I put out, which actually go to the bottom of the thing. Everything up there, it's all I'm looking at going, oh, this is not right. That's not. So, excuse me. But I have new episodes that I want to put out, new topics, so to speak. But I want to get these lost episodes out. I do. I put it out, and unless you were in my Facebook, which has everything I've done up until a month ago, I believe it's been now. I think it's been about a month where I stopped doing Facebook, I stopped doing TikTok, stopped doing Instagram, stopped doing what else? Twitch, stopped doing Twitter. I stopped putting content out on there. It wasn't conducive to me making money, to me bringing this show even more so into the public eye. So I'm sticking with just the YouTube. I'm working on the Apple still. I think I found it. I kind of want to see if I can put the app on my tablet, even though it's a Samsung. I want to see. It is a Spotify thing though, so hopefully it works. I'm hoping. I am hoping. So, because I'm going to be on Spotify, I'm going to be on Apple Podcasts and then YouTube, and that's it. That's where I'm going to focus. I'm still posting every now and then on the social media platforms, right? Some of them I've stopped and just not used. It wasn't. I was steered in the wrong direction. Yes, the more media uh, transparency or the more media coverage or the more you're out there, yes, good, good. But I got a little overwhelmed with making sure I was on everything and posting. So I just went, you know what? I'm just going to do reels or lives. I'll just do lives or reels, and then there you go. The reels that give people something to look at. So that's what I've been doing, little reels, right? 60-second reel. Hey, how you doing? Come on by the show. So there you go, right? It's a thing to do. It's fun. I'm still pushing towards what I'm trying to do. I've got a lot of people asking me or telling me they can help me grow my show. It's like, well, I can't really do that right now if all the money I have is tied into what I'm doing. So, until I start bringing in the money, you're going to have to wait a little bit, buddy. You know what I mean? What are you going to do? It's a growing process, like my sign says. Success comes in time. Trust the process. It's going to happen, right? Focus on your goals, on your mission. Never fear mistakes. Never give up. Forge that better version of yourself. Going through tough times, it's forging you. You're making the wrong moves, forging you. You're learning. You're learning. You made a mistake, learning. This mistake, learning. That didn't work, learning. Never, never give up. Don't quit. You know, that's just how it is. I want you to keep pushing, keep doing what you're doing to reach that goal. You have people that are trusting you, people that are looking up to you, people that are inspired by what you're doing. They really are. You may not see them, but they're out there. They're looking. They're your fans. They're your haters. Your haters are inspired by you. And now I know that's like, well, what? Wait, that makes no sense whatsoever. Your haters are inspired. You know why? Because that's not me. I didn't fart. That was my chair. My arm on the leather chair. I just heard, nope, it wasn't. It would be bad. You know, your haters. Anywho, I'm sorry. I know. People are either all right, people that are scared to live their best life or afraid that don't feel that they can make it or they can do it or don't have the courage to take a leap of faith on themselves, to trust in themselves, to invest in themselves instead of just going over this. Like I said, the object, the mission is to be rich, not to look rich. Okay? We don't want to look rich. I want to be rich. Right? That's the mission. Live that life. Yes, you're going to be rich. Rich in what? Well, whatever you feel is your best life. That's what you'll be rich in. I can't tell it for you. Mine is lots and lots and lots of money where I don't have to worry about check to check anymore and being able to reach out to people and inspire them, to help to lift them up, to push them in the direction for a better life, right? Because they all deserve it. They do. They each and every one of these deserve to have a better life. You do. Right? I don't I honestly I sometimes I do what I do and it's like I do feel like I'm walking on sunshine. You know, I'm walking on sunshine, you know? I do. I feel really good and I'm thinking and I laugh. Sometimes I just have outbursts of laughing. No, I'm not psychotic. Some people would say maybe, but it's I don't know, I guess it was told kind of that anti-aging mindset I have. You know, I've seen people that I kind of grew up with. I've seen pictures of them and I see a lot of them and I look at them and going, "Woo. But you look like you're getting older and you're young. You look for those of you that haven't come over to the I'm not old, I'm seasoned. I'm a seasoned person, all right? I know people that are younger than me by at least probably 8 to 10 years, right? And they look about 10 years older than I do. So it's kind of woo. It's interesting. I want you to think on that. I haven't heard back from anybody about the challenge for the other day that I did, where I challenged everybody a week or two ago to lift somebody up. Nobody said anything to me. I'm gonna have to read in the comments if there was comments indeed. I have to check it out. I do have to go and look. I have not looked in the email yet. I know there's an email here. I don't know if anybody's used it. I do have to go back and look at it. It was a little difficult because I didn't want everything going to my main email to go back and forth and look. So I'm still working on that. You know, things are changing. Things are doing good. It's all looking in the up and up. That's what it is. Like I said, I want everybody to be living their best life, their best life. And I'm sorry, train the warrior inside. Be the fullest, the wildest version of yourself. The loves life. All right. That's all I'm going to say tonight on the subject about you. I'm going to cut it short a little bit. Maybe throw on a couple episodes for Monday, to Wednesday and Friday. Make it up. I hope you see everybody stop by Forge 2.0 on YouTube. I hope to see y'all here. Subscribe. Like I said, it's something that you won't ever say, oh, I regret it. I'm looking to expand. The shows haven't been that long on Mondays. I know. I don't know. I feel I'm going through a transition right now. I'm trying to get my space organized. And until I can figure out what I'm going to do about I need a desk. I do. I need a desk. So I'm working on it. But I'm still going to be putting out content for everybody. Remember, slow progress is still progress, and success will come in time. Trust the process. All right, everybody, this is the Wild Man signing off. Y'all have a great night, a great day. Kick some ass. I hope this Monday is the pivot point in your life that you need to change it and turn everything around. You have a good day. Later.